Looking at trying to grind it out with a lot of yards to go. They end up going to the air. 3 straight passes, 3 completions, and a touchdown.
So much for how difficult it was for this team to move down the field in a hurry. Timeout on the field, 4:38 to go. And for the first time, they do not get the 2-point conversion. But DeSmet has forged ahead again on this pass play. 30-26. Weiss on the receiving end. We'll be right back with the final 4:38. Don't go away. This is a dandy.
Introducing the Dodge Daytona Love Supply and Demand. We supply the fuel-injected power. A 5-speed sport gearbox. A driver's airbag restraint and quick ratio power steering. And here's the best reason for you to demand one. The 1989 Daytona. The new spirit of value and performance.
Joe, in all the games here since 1981 when the playoffs started, this is one of the more exciting games I can remember.
Well, I haven't been here that long, but I have done 5 years of these things, and it's been a seesaw game. It's one that's gone back and forth, and it's been hard-nosed, tough football, and I'm really impressed by these two teams.
Good play. I know that Doug Peterson's mad at himself, but that was a hard ball to handle, and Herried Pollock could not afford to fumble here.
Well, they still got the kind of team that can put it together, so we'll see what happens. They're looking at the clock now. They've got that working against them, and we'll see if they can get it in the end zone before this thing finishes.
Oh, I think we got time for 2 or 3 more touchdowns. 30-26 DeSmet in a seesaw battle. This one's been a lot of fun to watch. And I'm sure a lot of fun to play for the ball players. Streeter hemmed in for a loss. And the dogs are barking.
Dogs are alive. They got the student bodies on their feet down here in front of us. They're cheering them on. The whole town is over there cheering them on the other side. They're all excited here.
They
can smell a win. They just got to keep it alive.
A town rich in tradition.
Well, they have been. They've been a great athletic town over the years.
They've got more banners in their gym for state championships in track, in golf, in football, in basketball. There's something.
That's why you don't count them out.
Budwell intercepted by Hines. Hines back to the 40, 35. Hines still on his feet. Inside the 30 and down to the 27.
3 minutes, 27 seconds to go.
Well, there's still a lot of time, but if DeSmet would happen to score here, the game would be over. They lead by 4. I think what they probably would like to do is just work on the clock.
Well, they will. You'll see them run the ball now. They want to try to get that clock down. Of course, they still like to get 1 or 2 first downs in here. Both teams have got 2 timeouts left.
Gilbertson up the middle. Shaking free. Good hard running down to the 21. That's 6 very difficult yards.
Boy, he didn't want to be denied on that one. But we're down to 3 minutes. Important now right here that DeSmet try to use up as much time as they can between plays. 25-second clock is just going. They want to use up as much time. Stay in the huddle as long as you can. Try to not snap until you get down to about the 25-second allotment.
Joe, they get another first down here.
They're really getting to the line too fast. They used up 15 seconds. See, they pulled the ball with 16 seconds. They could have used another 9.
He's close to a first down here. Now, if they get a first down with 2:30 to go, that means they get 3 more plays, actually 4, because they won't kick a field goal.
DeSmet still got their, Herried Pollock still got 2 timeouts to use, too.
I think the Express have got to stop them here. Well, the game may be over. They might not get the ball back, because they can only stop it twice, and they could run 4 plays. 2 minutes to go. The clock's running. 3rd and 1. DeSmet leads by 4 with the ball. Gilbertson with a big haul and a first down.
Big first down.
123 yards for Mr. Gilbertson, who has fought off the cramps.
You don't get cramps when you're like this. You're a minute 56 from a state championship. Those cramps don't bother anybody.
Nope. Clock is running. Mr. Gebhardt certainly believes in his team. He was part of a track and cross-country dynasty at Elkton. He knows what it takes to win. Hand off to Leon again, and he gets down to the 10-yard line for a gain of 3. Minute 30 to go, and a timeout, Herried Pollock. Boy, you just can't count these guys out. Apparently, the key to success for DeSmet is to get behind 20-8.
Well, they got to keep this thing going. Anything can happen. It's still a minute 29, but you know, they made a fine effort to come back, and they're a good, hard-nosed football team. But I'm not going to take anything away from Herried Pollock.
Oh, no.
They're a good football team. They're an explosive team, and they went 11-0 this year. But hey, they got another timeout left to kill the clock. If they hold them, get the ball back, who knows what will happen?
You know, as long as there's time for one play, if they've got number 85,
we all know that.
Yep. You just joined us. Streeter has scored on an 85-yard kickoff return, a 69-yard run, made a great catch on an 8-yard pass, and after DeSmet had gone ahead early, that put on 3 unanswered touchdowns, Herried Pollock ahead 20-8. But DeSmet then came back with 2 touchdowns within 4 minutes, just a minute after the third touchdown for Herried Pollock to take the lead. Holmland up the middle toward the goal line, and he is down. He's
touchdown. What an effort.
My goodness, what a run.
Look at Coach Gebhardt over there. He ran all the way down to the 50 and back.
Wow.
Well, that's a championship run right there, that one. Just a simple quarterback sneak.
His only run of the game. Why didn't they run him more often?
Here's the runner.
They got him stopped.
They got him stopped. He keeps working, spins, pulls, pushes.
They got him stopped again. And they don't make the 2-point conversion, but it doesn't matter because they have gone ahead by 10 with a minute 21 to go in the game on a great run by Holmland. It looks as though DeSmet is going to be the 9A championship. We'll take a break and come right back with the final 121.
Equa Chair by Herman Miller. Available exclusively at Brown & Sanger in Sioux Falls.
Well, that guy right there, Joe Salem, is the man of the moment.
Well, you know, the guy on the last touchdown drive threw 3 straight completions. It was a 4 straight completions, took him down and scored, put him ahead, then makes a great run on just an ordinary quarterback sneak, and ran over the whole Herried Pollock football team to get in the end zone.
36-26. DeSmet. Pitchback goes to Streeter. He's the guy that wants to have the ball. There's a hole. Streeter out across midfield.
Golly, he's dangerous.
Boy, you know, if he scores on that kickoff return, and then they...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know.
You were going to put it away in the box here about 2 minutes ago. Right?
Well, they still got chances.
Yogi Berra said, she ain't over until she's over.
Well, look at Streeter. He certainly knows it. He doesn't think it's over.
It ain't over
I
until
apologize, Rob. I should have known better. What a game he's had.
You don't tell these guys that.
Well, we've all seen phenomenal comebacks. The thing is, they've got to score a touchdown first before we start worrying about an onside.
Streeter's down to the left here.
Pudwell to throw. Pudwell's pass is incomplete. 2nd down. Just to recap what's happened here, because we aren't going to have time for a post-game show. There was no scoring in the first quarter. So you didn't miss anything. From the second quarter on, this thing has been a phenomenal high school football game. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree. The first quarter was a very dull power, make 2 yards, kick the ball.
It was.
A football game.
And Joe and I were looking at each other saying, is this the way it's going to go? I hope not.
The good color in these things is tough. But then they made our job easier.
They sure did. DeSmet went up 8-0. Streeter scored 3 straight times. Pitch back to Bauer. Bauer wants to throw. He goes over here for Seymour. It's incomplete. After Herried Pollock had taken a 20-8 lead, DeSmet then came back and scored 2 touchdowns to go ahead 24-20. Gilbertson and Hine with long runs. But lo and behold, LaFave comes right back. 26-24, Herried Pollock. But Homeland, who really hadn't done much throwing the ball, directed the Bulldogs downfield on a fourth quarter drive with 4:38 to go, hitting 4 straight passes, a 35-yarder to Weiss, put DeSmet ahead, and then with a phenomenal 10-yard run has put it almost out of reach. It's a 10-point lead. There's a duck down the middle, and it's incomplete as looked like Stacy was hit as he threw the ball. So now it all comes down to one play with 39 seconds left. 4th and 10 for Herried Pollock, and they trail by 10 with 39 seconds left. So they have to get 10 yards here or the game is over. Again, we want to remind you that tonight, Brandon Valley against Douglas at 7:30, but don't miss our pregame show at 7 o'clock. A lot of interesting features there. I don't know how you pick an MVP from this game, but you got to do her. Seymour with the pass. It's going to be intercepted. No, they're going to say it hit the ground, incomplete.
Well, you think Rob Streeter should be player of the game, but then Rob Streeter's player of the game.
Boy, that's tough. Streeter certainly has had a phenomenal game individually. Well, you know what I'd do? I think I'd give the Bulldogs a team co-award.
That's right. DeSmet had 17 first downs for, this is again a record. That's a lot of first downs. They've had the ball a long time too. I know the first half, the time of possession was really big.
Streeter had himself a great football game, but in a losing cause. And that should do it. Really no reason for Herried Pollock to take their last time out here.
Well, my hat's off to both these football teams. They came in, they played a very hard-nosed football game, and, you know, I'm sure this is the first loss for Herried Pollock for the season, and that always hurts, and you hate to have it happen at this time.
How do you think Everett feels right now, huh?
DeSmet, after being 1-4 at the start of the season, state champions.
Unranked. The DeSmet Bulldogs have made believers out of everybody else who didn't think they could do it with a convincing 36-26 win in a very exciting championship game here in 9A. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage this afternoon. Cologne winning the first game 49-18. DeSmet winning in a dramatic comeback over Herried Pollock in the second game 36-26. So we have 2 champions crowned, 3 more to go. Our pregame at 7 o'clock tonight, followed by the kickoff of the 11A championship between Brandon Valley and Douglas. That will be at 7:30. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. That completes our coverage from the Dome. Until tonight, for Gary Weckworth and Joe Salem, I'm Mark Ovenden. We'll see you again at 7 o'clock.
The 1988 South Dakota High School football playoffs have been brought to you by Spencer Furniture and Brown & Sanger, Lakeside Dairy and your local Pizza Hut restaurant, Sioux Valley Hospital and Blue Cross Blue Shield of South Dakota, Computerland and your local Rural Electric Cooperative, DeKalb Pfizer Genetics, your local Siouxland